Aha, 1 whole minute early. Oh, did I make a terrible mistake again? Let's hope not. Let's check my internet. Which one are you connected to? Oh, perfect. Life is good. Okay, the stream should be fantastic today, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ark Building Evolved, live on a Saturday morning. And we are building in creative mode, and we are beginning the long process of building the Red Keep of King's Landing. That is what we accomplished yesterday, and I'm going to show you some reference pictures here in a moment. Trying to get the paint scheme right as we go, trying to play with some tricks and colors so it looks right regardless of how much light is on it. But that was the beginning. That was the sort of the total completion of all our efforts for yesterday. So let's take a look back at our reference images. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm also going to put this on. Nope, this. Hello. Good morning, friends. So this is the side of the castle that we are looking at for our build. So you see these two towers here? Those are the ones down here. Very small in reference to what we're eventually going to build. These are a wee pittance towards what we're going to eventually construct. I'm gassy this morning. I built these yesterday and they are not at the same elevation. Smooth move. How did I pull that off? No one will ever know, but we're not changing it. That is how they look now, and if I hadn't pointed it out, you never would have noticed, right? Alright, well, good morning, guys. Building Evolved, always been my creative building series, and we've always tried to take on big projects, but also to look at the world through the eyes of a pedestrian. You know, through some simple guardsman that's going to be walking the walls of this castle. Now, as he comes up, you know, I can't remember what's down here. More steps. You know, as you come up these steps down to the dock, oh yeah, that's the beginning of something, and towering beyond it is potentially a high point, one of the high points of the Red Keep, right? So let's wander down here, and we'll see. You got to go a long way before it pops out of view here. But this takes you down to the docks district, actually. So yeah, so now we gotta, you can see that whatever we build is going to be viewable from quite a long way away. So behind the tower to the left is going to be the beginnings of the throne room. I don't think we're going there today. I think what we're going to do is try to work on this exterior wall. Fly. Okay, perfect. I think what we're going to do is work on this exterior wall and build it out towards that giant single wall that we've got in place. And then I was thinking today would be a detail day, but I don't know that it will be. I don't know that we're going to be detail heavy. So let's turn this off. Let's turn your reference image off, and I'm going to move that for the moment to excuse me. I'm going to move that for the moment to my other screen over here. I need a third screen badly. Let me catch up on your good mornings. Hello, everybody. Is anyone here? There's nobody here? Are we actually live? No chat? Oh, good start. 6 people watching live. Somebody say hello to me. Good lord. That's a slow start for a UTC stream since I've returned. I'll give you time to funnel in. Some of you are probably still groggy, just getting a cup of coffee into you for the very first time. And depending on where you live, this is I think I always liked Saturday mornings because they were midday or whatever. Early evening for the folks across the pond in Europe and whatnot. Europe is how I pronounce that today. Okay, so let's take a look at, I'm taking a look at our reference image, and I'm trying to figure out where we would go from here, what would be our next steps, and I'm wondering if we're going to want to paint this section. Certainly not that color, I don't think. That's going to be too bright. Okay, for now, let's turn this off. What? Ugh. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, so next step will be, let's put away a lot of these little detail bits. Let's take everything off the hotbar. I'll kind of rebuild it as we go. And we'll show you which building pieces we're going to use. At the moment, it's just going to be walls and wall associates. So we'll need this. We'll need the square ceilings as well. Let's put those up here. We will have our short wall, excuse me. We will have a tall wall. Tall wall. Okay, so we built. I'm just going to try and give us something to build up from. You know what? Let's just build down. How hard could it be? Should I use the jumbo wall? I should try and use the jumbo walls. They're just very difficult for hanging below. It's the same issue you have with mega walls and Structures Plus. The top doesn't snap quite so smoothly as everything else does. Oh, that did it. All right. And you know what? Let's get ourselves some morning sunlight. Will you snap where I need you? I'm going to put in a few hours today, guys. We're going to try and make some visible progress on this thing. Ooh, that doesn't look right. Okay, let's get some single or just short walls. No, we need some full-size walls. Okay. Now, the good thing is, I should be able to now put one right here, and then we'll just watch as we build across. Till we meet what we have upstairs. A little slow and steady. Lean back and check in. Oh, finally, some folks said hello. Hello, my French friend, Joker. Bien le bonjour. Hello, UTC. And Mateo, yes, hello. Rhonda Nation says hello. Chris, good morning. Epic look. Can't wait to see the finished building. Yes, it's going to be a little while. Oh my god, what's happening? He's doing it. Hey, UTC is playing. It's true, Velvet Sky. It's true. I'm back. And I used to do Saturday mornings. It was my jam. It was the morning we spent on the Patreon servers, usually. Those were the most popular streams I ever had outside of when I was doing Atlas. Okay. Something to this effect. Okay, this will allow us to use our Giganto walls as we come up, and we'll fill in this gap later. We'll just replace these, assuming I can. Doesn't really matter, as long as the gap is closed. Do this. Okay. I think what we need now is triangle and triangle. We'll fill this in like so, but we will have, hopefully, boom. Yeah. Easy. How easy. Comes right together. Oh, you know what? We don't need to worry about the taper on that side, do we? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to taper at all. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of all this fanciness under here. And let's just fill this in with some old-fashioned 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I did this yesterday, but it seems to me that's not what we need either. What we need is to go 2, 2, 2, and then boom. Can I? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll be able to install these here in a second. There's a few tricky details when it comes to snap points, trying to get everything to look the way you want it to. But that's the beginning of something. Right? So that's that. I'm going to show you our image here in a moment. But I know we need this across the top. Let's go ahead and I'll get this in and I'll get this painted. Just to give you some details. So, let's go. This on the hotbar and our spiky bits on the hotbar. So, if we go 7, come right across the top. I have a nice clear vision, guys. Once we pick this, I can kind of just go. For me, I have a hard time just slapping in a big undetailed build. I end up wanting to detail it as I go. You know, whoosh, right? And then I think we put these maculation bits down here. Yes, we did. These give us a hint of what we're looking for in terms of detail, guys. It's just got to be, you know, sometimes on this red keep there will be walls that have a light, very simple maculation or Merlin at the top, and then sometimes you'll have a fatter one or a bigger one. So we just need to choose the right places to use each of our buildy bits, which is what I refer to building pieces as, apparently, buildy bits. Let's use some buildy bits today. Hi ADH Doug, long time no see as well. Yes, I know I disappeared. I never even told anyone why. I just was gone. Yeah. Not my proudest, but I have to say it's always a possibility, I guess, with me. You might here one day, gone the next. Enjoy me while I last. That's what I'm saying. No, I plan to be here, guys. I really this gives me something in my life, coming on here, spending a little time sharing my video gaming time with you guys instead of keeping it to myself selfishly. Imagine that, I'm building masterpieces and just never streaming or recording, and you're like, oh my god, what could he be building? What kind of creations could he be coming up with? So there's a weird lighting glitch popping up under here. I wonder how we would... let's try something, guys. Let's try... It's probably not necessary and it probably won't help, but let's try this. Okay? Do you need to be here, sir? I don't know why you're here. Let's try this and we'll see if this solves the problem. This is adding to our building piece total unnecessarily, probably. This is going to be a difficult one to snap in. It doesn't matter all that much. Okay, let's try going to the inside. Okay. Apparently that's what I needed to do to accomplish my intention. Okay, so that's done. Let's get a new screenshot for you guys. So, hopping over to Streamlabs, turning on webcam, turning on display capture, finding my image and sliding it to the right screen, and there you go. So boom. Very simple. We just built a tapered wall, and that lighting glitch has not been stopped by all that detail bits I put in. But we've got these two. 1, 2. Down here, we have a straight line. Goes back. In, and then beveled. And then this wall can be fairly big. Why? I hate that little lighting glitch. Okay, so if that's the case, if this lighting glitch isn't going to solve any problems, what we need to do is take these out just to save ourselves the hassle. These are great building pieces. I really enjoy the versatility that I've got in this mod, guys. Hey, yeah. Oh, idiot. You gotta be careful where you're clicking. Alright. So we know our detail bit ends right here. Whoosh, goes actually straight into a wall. There isn't really much detail when it comes to down here. We might not even need these, right? In fact, we don't. I think we should take those out. And I should just put some kind of pillar that ends the line. These are too much. This is what I mean in terms of like getting it right. It'll just be a little test and trial. So the other option we have is I could put a pillar on here that would solve, hopefully would make this look completed. And then we'll do this. We want it to blend in, right? That's probably our best bet. Gosh, I hate that. It makes me want to run a pillar all the way along, because that's a nice smooth whoosh. Well, what are you gonna do? I think we just remove it entirely. I wonder if we remove this. This is the only way it's going to look smooth. Yeah, that's what we needed. Okay, so that's done. That's what that looks like. Let's get you guys some morning light. That's not nearly bright enough. Okay. Alright. Wow. Hello, Dynamic D. Welcome, my friend. I should be keeping up with you. ADH Doug, I figured you were having another one of those rough stretches, which is understandable. Good and bad, my friend. And hi, Cryo. Long time no see, guys. Give some love to Cryo, one of the oldest geeks, one of the oldest viewers, a long time old friend. Before he was a viewer, he was Iron Miner. That's where we met, on my first YouTube server. Cryo was among my early compatriots on that server. That's where Rally and I met. That's where I met old Monkey Puzzle, who talked about joining once we get a survival server going on this Game of Thrones map with this mod. Could be pretty fun. Sorry. Okay, so this part down here looks like a big old clumsy mess. I'm just hoping, you know... Alright, we need ghost mode. And we need... Oh, other option. That's another option. Yeah, let's try this then. Let's try a little... like that. We're just dipping our heads underground to try and clean up a ugly looking thing. Hey, yeah, that's not what I want. Okay, and then we're gonna have to use these pillars. What are you even snapping to? 1, 2, I don't know if this is even visible, hopefully it is. We're going to change all of this over so that it looks nice and tidy, I think. But the snap points get a little complex. Supposed to have one here and here. Okay, so what we need to do... This is a different coloring. I wonder if we should try a different paint color, or if it's okay to have this sort of darker. This is the same paint we're using on the bricks, the cut stone, but it looks different on the field stone. which is sort of starts as a gray-black, what we're looking at right here. Alright. That's not terrible. Right? Okay, that'll be fine. Let's not worry too much about that pointless detail that's not even part of our image. Okay, so now we have this. Let's give you guys one more. Boom. Okay. The wall's going to continue much further, and we've got... Man, okay. So I think what we should do is extend out this way even more. And we need to go in a straight line until we decide to stop and taper in. So I think will be time to figure out where our foundation line is, which is right here. Oh, we got to figure out how to support all this. I remember. Look at all this cluster F I have. I don't think any of this is necessary. If we build along the surface, that just makes my life more difficult later on in the game, but it works for us here. All I mean by that is that all my walls will be different heights if I just kind of follow the surface of this instead of keeping them on a single line, but it seems like the foundation support element stops working if you go. What's wrong? Okay, and that is as far as we can seriously go without building all the way to the fricked up ground. And that's probably... Ooh, yeah, I'm almost there. Okay, let's take a look at our image one more time. It goes right into the ground, and it goes uphill as it goes into the ground. Eesh. We don't really have that. But so that's as far as I can go? Is that serious? Super serial? What happens if I keep building? Okay, that's the end. If I keep building, what does my line look like? Because as long as I can get foundation support down here, guys, we can fill in the rest. So let's go. And you can build a foundation off any ceiling, as I showed you a moment ago. So hopefully we can catch a bit of rock here and make our life easy. If we do... Ooh, yeah, excuse me. If we do this... and this, does that give us a new row of foundation support? It does not. So this does not count as a foundation. No, I'd need to go one. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, so we'd have to go down even further. At this point, we're going down all the frickin' way. Is that what we want? Do we want to have our walls go all the way down there? Probably not. What we probably want to do is taper back some of our detail bits up here. So if we go like this. And we just take what we're given. Let's not try and make anything crazy happen. Let's get rid of all that, and this will be our edge right here. And if I'm smart, I should be able to do this, and hopefully these would all be considered supported, and I could remove those. Okay, so it looks to me like it would taper in using triangles to go from here. So maybe we even knock this guy out, poke our heads in here, and we find a triangle foundation to go on the cap. Yeah, I haven't been using those very much, because they don't work so hot. Let's see if I can get one in here. How's the stream quality today, guys? It looks like we're nailing it. Okay, so maybe I need to do... This will be successful. Just be patient. Nope, that doesn't work the same way it does, but this does. Okay. It doesn't matter, as long as this works. Alright, and this is all supported. You know what? Let's break this, and let's go 1, 2. Oh, that no longer lines up. Of course not. Okay, I'm gonna clean some stuff out. I'm gonna adjust this. Okay, let's go here then. Alright guys, we're underway. This is some parts of this are slow and steady, other parts you get to put things together in a hurry, especially the foundations. This is always a part where if you don't get it right, I'm gonna sit here regretting it, going, that's not how I intended it. So that's nearly perfect. Let's get rid of you and you, and we remove the need to have this sticking out. We would have a slight extension here. So let's see what happens if we build down from here. Yeah, it would go. Okay, but if we just call it right here for now. That's pretty smooth. We could take our old stairs and do the stair trick. Mm-hmm. 1, 2. Yeah, barely even noticeable, right? Okay, let's fill in our gap here. One, 2. We can probably go 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I broke everything underneath. Foolhardy. Okay, so that meant a wall hang down and a stair come in here. Hardly even visible, but let's do it just to make our lives easier. Okay, and now we've got a half wall difference in our heights, which this is what I meant about keeping things on one level. It would make life easier, but we have all the pieces we need to fix that. So it's just called low. It's actually called a half wall. So we're going to go ahead and use this very briefly. We'll just put this here, and it will put us back perfectly in line. And then we can go up with these. Although we're going to probably end up a half foundation higher than we want to be at the end. But that doesn't... Here, let's figure that out. Let's go up. 1, 2. And this would be too high. No, that's perfect, but it's not supposed to be. So we want to see if there's a snap point. What we really need is these are detail pieces right here. Okay. So then let's just use... Yeah, alright, we got it, guys. This is brilliant. Okay, and there's no walls or windows down here. Nothing. This is like deep... Nobody even would go down here. This would be a very unpleasant part of the castle, I would think. Okay. And it works out pretty smoothly, guys. Everything comes into... Like, I'm amazed at how smoothly things come together here. Like, if I decide to put... what would it be? Let's say I do this, right? Oops, excuse me. Right? Look how smooth that is. It's almost like I built the castle underneath that I'm linking up with. Requires foundation support. Oh, I'm sure we can arrange that. Oh, come on. All right. Right? I mean, that's perfection, if you ask me. I don't even know how I did it so smoothly. Let's get rid of this. And this. Those are not needed. Yeah, I mean, check that out. That's all right. That is all right. All right, so let's finish this off. Up. 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 And I guess I should do this probably, right? Let's do, real quick, let's do this. And a 1/3. And then we're going to use a piece we haven't used yet. That. Right? That's going to be pretty smooth, if you ask me. I mean, we could even arrange... I'm sure there's a piece over here that's ready to be swapped out for one of these mega... what would it be? Because we've got the tower in here, I don't know that we're going to want to do that. Okay, let's do this. And... let's do a little... Well, I've got a plan in action here, guys. We're going to take this triangle. We're going to come out and we're going to put stairs on it. Right? Something like that could work for us, right? You don't need much. You just need the wall to be able to continue through here. And I mean, maybe it would be in our benefit to have... No, I don't think so. I think we want to keep this sort of hidden away. And I think I've actually built this up a little too high. So what if we did instead, what if we did one of these? And we'll put our door on that. And we'll put another one below. And can we do that? Is that going to look messy? I guess we should use the triangular bit. There's elements of experimentation, guys. I certainly don't know how to do everything that we're doing today. I'm figuring most of it out for the first time with you. It's sort of a team effort on that front. And we'll put real quick, we'll put a wall under there. Just to keep it clean and tidy. And this is actually messy. I don't know where these stairs came from. I don't think they belong there. They don't? Okay. So, what do we have sticking through? Nothing. So we've done a brilliant job. Let's go ahead and we will stair this. And hopefully it doesn't stick through like it did before. It still does, but not a lot. And we won't paint those stairs, maybe. Maybe we'll get out and we'll paint... paint these. There's little unpainted bits in the inside of this. I guess it doesn't matter. No one's ever going to see this part. It's just me. It's just me that it will drive crazy if I don't finish painting. Alright, that looks alright. And then... let's try something like that. Okay, and I'm gonna find one thing. I think it's called gable. but it's a step. We already had them. Okay. We're going to find it so it tucks right under here. Right, like that. That looks pretty smooth. And then this triangle does not match very well. I wonder if I were to use a different color, say parchment, in say this one. That looks a little bit better. Does that kind of blend in? I think we might need that silvery color again in order to get this to blend with the wall. White, silver. Let's just use this one. And let's, you know what, let's replace, I can't make up my mind with any of this stuff, but let's just make sure we put stairs on this side too. I just don't know whether, right, like so. We'll have to make sure those are hidden away. Look at how cool that looks. This section where the brick comes out below, I love that. So what we'd end up needing to hide that is some kind of... We don't even care what, we don't even know what this part of the castle is going to be once it's done, and it's not done yet, so I don't know why I'm fussing too much over that. And let's go ahead and put a simple door in there. I kind of want to try this as well. Let's try a little brick. And we'll just do it on region 1 instead of the tan. I think that'll be better for us. Okay, something like that. We'll put our proper tangerine paint back in. This stuff must be out of sight from the outside, so I probably don't need to be worrying about it too much, but I'm just trying to give us a completed little feel there. What are these here for, and do they need to be here? I'm gonna leave them. Who cares? They're on the inside. That looks pretty good, okay? Oh, except for this bit. Ooh, what did I do? How? Okay, that's fine. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll use it to create more detail on the outside of the design. Okay. Ghost again. And I'll push. I think that's it. I think that's where I missed it. Nope, that's totally not it. Okay, let's just get this in then. All right. It's just a little hint of detail. And we managed to create a little staircase pops through. Now we're going to put a door on this. So let's go door, and we'll find one that works for us. I think this is our guy. probably. Okay, and we're going to put these on manual. Okay, all of this down here, if I'm not mistaken, is unnecessary. Although, are we going to end up wanting it in here? Are we going to want to close off so it feels like this walkway is enclosed? You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe. Let's just do this for now. We can always remove it if we hit, like, if we start hitting crazy structure count limits or something. Even then, I'll just up my settings. Okay, so now we have a big new area to paint up. Let's do that real quick. Thank you guys for sticking with me while I derp through this. I feel good about the design, though. I mean, I feel like we're coming up with something that's going to work and be unique. And I don't know. There's a lot of elements at play when you do a build like this. All right. Just one corner piece that needs doing. Two. Okay. Oh, there's another. How you miss so many spots in this whole wall. Okay, I feel like we're going to have something to work with here in a moment, guys. I'd like to back up and take a look at all this mess we've created. But I feel like we're onto something. Does that finish the job? It does. Okay. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now, I put those there because if we wanted to, we could detail it up. Like so. Right? I don't know what we would need to be able to do it even more. We just need sort of a pillar on this side is what would kind of clean the whole process up. So in order to get that, we'd need a ceiling at the right height, which would be over top. And you don't want a ceiling here. You can't do a ceiling here. So that's fine. You know what? This whole setup, is that the right height we want? Because then I can get rid of these. Okay, and let's find the same gate we used in the other for this. Let's go crafting gate, and we're going to use the villager large, right? Boom. Doesn't look perfect because it's intersecting a wall, but this is not a part of the castle. It's going to be high viewing. So we had to get a lot of stuff done, had to get the backside cleaned up. Whoosh. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the picture once again. 36 watching now. Well, that's excellent, and I missed a super chat. Zed, thank you so much. Finally catching you live, and Aaron Longstaff popping in the stream. Dynamic D watching, got me on the big screen so his beautiful daughter Taylor saw you and started screaming your name once again. She knows my real name. She occasionally Dynamic D sends me videos of Taylor, all excited. Only 8 likes. Oh yeah, come on, step it up. Looking sharp. Yes, I did wear a nice top today. Speaking of ecos, I love these builds because I'm not that creative myself. More of a barbarian, camp, and caveman kind of guy. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha, Doug. Happy and active again. Yes, life is good. Best bet, snap foundations and add pillars to it. Yeah. 8 likes. Let's bet it. Hello, Black Shimmer. Might go in 5 triangles. No complaints on the quality. Awesome. Got you on the big screen. Good morning. And then a $20 super chat from Zed. And a greeting from Aaron. Awesome. And hello, Psycho. Welcome to you as well. I did not want to miss anybody. Okay, so let me get you guys the image that we are using for reference. This. right now we have built these 2 towers. We have built this wall, and we have built this. Up and all the way back. Now, I think what's going to happen up here is we're going to remove even more of these. If I guesstimate right, I think we're probably going to go back like this in order to get the look from the show. Something like that. There's no Merlins up here, but the line continues through. So we're going to do that with 1/3 walls. Excuse me. I'm going to do these. We're going to switch these to freezes. I love the architectural detail. Come on, you guys must too. Alright, and then we're going to replace the Merlins on our hotbar with the spiked maculations. Come through like this. And this is how it intends to look. This is how it's supposed to go. Do I need... Just a thought. I don't know how well this will work. Where's this? Do I need something like that to taper it in? And if so, then what I really need is a half wall. So if I did this, what I would need to do is come down exactly 1/2, place another ceiling down here. Now we're going to replace this with the 1/3 wall. We're going to change it to the freeze, and then down on this wall, hopefully with a totally different snap point, we're going to try that stair gable that I like so much, this guy. And because of snap points, that should just work. And that's pretty close. That's pretty close. So, how do I think I can break this, right? No. I cannot. Okay. I just don't want weirdness on the inside here. Okay, you know what? We'll figure it out in a bit. Let's do a bunch of this. What color should these be? I'm curious, guys. These ceiling bits, I certainly can't leave them in this dark slate gray looking natural color. Region 1 and 5 will give me everything I need here. And this bit blends in pretty well, so we don't need to worry about adding accent colors or anything to that effect. Okay, so the only way to get what I want is to go like this. Build one up at this height. And if I'm going to do that, might as well do it here. And we'll use this to mark a transition. And then we're going to... I'll show you the trick, guys. So that is 1/3 wall above. If we go half, then we end up like... What's 1/2 minus 1/3? 50 minus 0.33 leaves 0.17, so that's 0.17 of a wall sticking through there. So we can start to get real complicated when we do this. And because of that, because it's on a different snap point, it means it's not going to break the piece that we place, which is going to help us transition from Merlins to no Merlins. So now I will have a snap point. Watch. Not this one, but this one. Okay, job done. Now we'll get 1 and 5 done. Okay, now this is got to look nicer. So let's just do 1, 2, and we'll put stairs on it or something. We'll find a reason to have it be here. Let's do this then. Come on. Was it there? It was probably there. You know, maybe you'd have a spot like this. This could make sense. There's going to be no towers along this wall, so... just something like that. Okay, so now we have... let's go ahead. What daylight would be perfect for this? What time do you think it is now? Let's go with morning. This is the sunrise sea to our east here. Straight ahead of us is roughly east. Oh. We never change time of day. Foolhardy. Okay, let's go 1 hour later. Screw it. Man, the sun never hits this. And no, it never really hits this. We'd need like... anyway, that's fine by me. This is supposed to be a dark side of the castle. Okay, you know what? We gotta deal with fog. So much. I gotta get the mod on here. I like fog. But I'll just use some time wizardry, don't you think? Adarod, glad to see you back and happy again. And Zed, yes, glad to see you too. It's awesome, guys. I'm happy. We got 31 of you watching live. Give me some likes. Or tell a friend. Go share this on a Discord where you think they'll like it or something. So let's take a look at what we've got right now, guys. It's still humble, but we're getting the essences in place to build this. So this is going to go straight into this, which is going to wrap around and give us the essence of the throne room. I kind of want to get a few things in place before we start building this. I'm going to kind of build the square foundations first that will come off of it. And I kind of want to keep working out these lines that will go around. But okay, let's go down to this section down here. Let's put in this little tower bit. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay. So what we actually need is... let's ghost. What we actually need is... excuse me. So we need an odd snap point for ourselves here, guys. So we're going to do this. Off of it, we are going to build with triangulars. Let's put this back on. Okay, and now we are going to come out from here. Yeah, I'm not going to get the exact look, am I? That's like an octagon. 1, 2, 3, and then half of each other side. So... okay, well, why don't we... do this? Okay. Let's look at the location of that. It comes up just shy. It doesn't have any Merlins on the top, so it should be a little simpler. I guess we got to build from the top down. That's how I kind of did the last ones anyway. So let's just clear out a little section for ourselves here. We can this is 6 building pieces. It's easy to put back. So let's imagine that we go another third down. On that, we do this. On this, we're going to use vanilla fence foundations and vanilla pillars in order to get a unusual octagonal shape. So we will need this and this. So, step 1, pick one that looks centered. Now you do all of the odd diagonal bits that come off of it. 1, 2, and you create your little man, your little 5-legged thing. Hello, sir. And then we fill in the ones here now that we have everything to go by. You just make sure everything lines up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you've got some weird snap points if you're not paying attention. Okay, now here's how we did this last time, and we'll make sure it works again. 1, should I've got to change of plans. Okay, change of plans. Should I build half of it on the inside and half of it... Can I remove these? Yes. Okay, let's do this instead. Alright. I don't know how annoying this is going to be, but this is what I'm attempting. Okay, same as before. You know what? God, I keep removing exactly the piece that I'm supposed to be using. Okay. Yeah, it's alright, guys. I got it. It's totally under control. We're just making sure this is attached. Now I can remove everything in our path here. We'll come through and add it all back at the end. Okay, so that's what we're working with. That's my elevation that I want to start at. Is that right? Let's just do it, and we'll see. The reason I like to do it like this, guys, is because the ones that go right on a ceiling edge, they have multiple snap points. Well, I guess not with the CKF. With CKF, it seems pretty flawless, to be honest. But let's do this. Okay, now through here will be pillar. This is going to be too tall, isn't it? Gonna have to do a lot of replacing when we're done with this, guys. There's a low and a high snap point for these ones that go along the seam. There's one where they're snapping to the foundation corner or something, and there's one where they're snapping to my fence foundation. You can see those are not the same height, so we keep going. Somewhere at the tip here is a nice low. Let's not worry about it. Okay, now that this is in, I'm going to come back with... Oh, okay. So let's do... Come on. The perfect place is here, surely. That's what you want. No, that's not right. Okay. Let's try that. No, certainly not. Well, maybe that helped. No, obstructed. This is a bit fiddly. But we're creating another one of these little octagonals, and that's just not right. And this is never going to snap there. I'm afraid I can't remove this piece without everything collapsing, so now I'd have to go put this back, and put our little put our little mini wall down here so that I can remove this. And if I remove this and this, oh sorry, and this, okay. This can go here. That's perfect, right? Sometimes they just work. Yes, okay. There we go. Sometimes little tricks are needed to fool it into doing what you want it to, right? So let's go. Let's try the same trick here. Let's give it a little something more to latch onto. There, that worked. And this is all we need to be able to complete this design. Ready? Okay, so that's it. We'll put one piece in the middle. And now we have cleanups to do all around. So let's go 1. Let's go come back and put foundations in here, or ceilings in here. Oh boy, there's a lot going on in this build. Just to make my life clean and tidy and not risk anything breaking, let's put that back. Let's go along here. And let's go down. Okay. Oh, that looks strange. Okay. Up. And up. And you know what? Let's not put the last ones in. Okay, so now we need to turn this into a mini tower without Merlins on top. So let's remove you. So let's take a look at the height of it. It sits just below our wall details. So I wonder if we would be better off using doing a ceiling. Can you do a ceiling off the bottom just as simply as the top? No. You know what? So we're going to make the most of it. We're going to have it sit a little higher than it does in the image. So we would then need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, from here, we need to switch back from our big, bulky vanilla pillars to these CKF ones. And this should be close to closing a little gap. Ooh, it doesn't go. Okay, what if I did? Right, that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, for all the bits that stick out, I'm going to go use my short walls. Here it might not work at all. It does work. Okay. All right. And then we'll be able to come in, put my pillars on the corners. That closes up the gaps for us. Oh, of course, you need the ceiling. Like so. And then this hides you can no longer really see through, right? So alright, and we'll do the same thing here. And if we wanted it to come a little bit higher than the top, there's something else we could do, but let's for now be satisfied that we've got this. And we'll do this one like that, and we'll put one more ceiling through here. Alright, and now we have all the snap points we need. Let's finish this off. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we need a little detail thing. We need our little detail gun. We're going to try, I think, the freeze at the top instead of a Merlin. Okay. Okay. And then that's probably going to be it for detail. So let's just go ahead and we'll bring our details in to this side. We'll go ahead and go through the same trouble we just went through to get pillars to come up where we want them. So that would mean one here and whoops. Like that. And we'll duck through. We'll do that. Okay. And then let's remove some ceilings here. So it does, oh, right. All right. All right. Now, this is an interesting little section here that we've got. How do I tidy this up? Let's try once again that stair thing. Let's go here and here. Or we just do that, but then it comes into the top. Okay, let me try something real quick, friends and countrymen. Let's go here. And let's try putting a one of these in. That's the best we're gonna do. Does that pop through? Not really. Okay, so that's kind of cool. If I wanted to, is there another snap point that covers up my pillars here? No, we're probably stuck with these pillars. And are there any points where I am missing my corner pillars? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Region 5, and I gotta get some paint, some light back on this, shed a little light on the situation again. Tricky. Okay. Yeah, sometimes with stuff like this, it's about starting it in the right place. I don't know that I did, but whatever we got now, we're gonna go with. Let's try a little gamma, just so I can see lighter later without losing everything. We got sunset and rain. Those don't always go well together. Okay, let's fill in our last wall here. Okay, let's slap paint. Okay. Let's bring them in the middle of the day, and you can see how cloudy and rainy it is. Okay, so we need to make this tower resemble this one a little bit. So that would mean our next step is some kind of big window dealy. I think I used this last time. And last time what I did in order to clean this up was, instead of bringing the pillars all the way down, I filled in some space behind those so that we could have kind of these dark eyelet holes. So that's what I was going for down here. You can see I'm set a little too high up to really get it, but this is going to be decent. It's going to land right in our transition point. It's going to help kind of clean things up. Get sprizzled. Okay, and then how do we do this? Probably the same as we did before, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a square within a square, or a cross within a cross, basically. Alright, so that's roughly what we're going for. And then we'll need ceilings under here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th, I guess. Which we kind of got the depth of it right if I'm halfway through on those octagon sides. Okay, it looks alright to me. There's some messy bits on the inside here that it would be nice if we could hide. But I don't really know how, short of stairs is the only thing I can think of. Which would make the inside of it a real mess, but... something like this, right? Oh, we're well on our way. I guess this is going to be a long project, guys. So if you're enjoying it, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be working on this thing for a while once I realize how much time I get lost in details that no one's ever going to see. They're just going to blend in and no one's ever going to even know I did it. Okay, so we've got that. That's all we need. We want to bring this down probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to start our pillars at this level again. So I want to come down. That's not exactly what I intended, but we'll see if it's possible. Okay, and then... nope. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to finish this off with... now this will work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're not going to build a big base for this tower. I'm just going to try and taper it into the wall. We're going to come through with... I guess I got to get my pillars back out. And then we'll do a little paint scheme and we'll try and make this thing look nice and tidy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, our big pillars, these kept going. What do we do here? Do we take the simple 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Now, what's missing other than... what's missing from this is a little something to hide these little gaps on the inside. So let me show you a building piece we haven't used yet. So if we just go keep, we're going to find an upside down archway, upside down gable type thing. This. Okay, gable inverted. And we're going to see about putting those on the inside of these stairs, right? This is easy. Beautiful building. Beautiful. This should be trickier than it is. that doesn't really hide this gap, does it? No. So now I need to go put more ceilings in here. Even then, it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. What did I just break? Okay, how do I close these little gappies off? I've gone to all this trouble. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll take these down one more, hopefully, and I'll figure out a way to make this look tidy. This is exactly the same thing that happened in the last design. I couldn't figure out how to clean this up. And then we ended up just building lower and lower and lower. So now I need little archy bits. Oh, come on. Come on, you stupid. What, you're not going to go there? Difficult. What? What? What is wrong with you? Okay, you know what? Screw that then. Okay, let's try finishing this off. Let's see what kind of detail bits I can get in here that will make me feel like I've completed this thing. I think we want the modular. So if you go here, I'm going to put this on 1 and this on 2. So if we go, let's imagine this goes here. Maybe I can just do a reverse one in here. No, we'll need the pillar if I do that. Huh. Uh-huh. You know what? Screw it. This is as simple as anything. It's here. Snap point's right here. All I need to do is find it. Right. Okay, let's imagine we did that instead. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to place a new layer of ceilings right here. Something like this. No, that's not what I had in mind. These don't need to be here. I think I've got a snap point somewhere. Oh, I don't. Okay. All I've got is the snap point. Let's try this instead. Nope. Okay. Maybe this is good enough, you know? Mm-hmm. Perhaps that will do. Let's back up. It's too big, really. It's too big for what we're building. Oh well, we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to make some sacrifices here and there in terms of how things look compared to the reference images. We're gonna go away from the reference images at some point. Reference images. Wow, that's so hard to say today. Roto-do. Yeah. I wonder. It would be nice. You know what? Maybe I know what I could use. Let's see if we can clean this up just a hint. Using this. Remove this and do this instead. Okay, and my best bet for finishing this off is this. That still doesn't close my little gaps, though, does it? Only if I do this. Oh, that could work. Only if I do one on top of this. How did I get this piece here? What are you attached to? Oh, I remember. Hold on, guys. Why wouldn't you go on top of this? Oh, I betcha I know. I betcha I know. One. Come on. There's a perfect little spot there. Just a touch-a-rooney. Okay, this is trickier than I remembered. Let's do this. And behind that, we're going to go back to one of these slopey, upside-down gables. There's so much you can do with this mod. I'm sure you guys will figure it out as you start playing with it and exploring with it. For me, that means we're getting a community server up and running that's going to run it on this map. So everybody can sort of get in the same mindset that I'm in, building-wise. Let's do that. And now I can do... Nope, it's not going to want to play along. These don't want to crisscross each other. So let's put this here and this here, and we'll see if that helps us. I don't think it does. I think we're we're about as close as we're going to get to the look we're going for. I think we've got it all along the outside. Select region 5 as well. Let's punch all this together. Ooh, okay guys. Big progress on small things, right? I think that's all we've got so far today. Big progress, small things. We are taking things that need to be done, getting them done, and not much else. Not grand projects. But that is something. So let's remove layer 1. And we're going to do this, and then we're going to come through and add a little brick for layer 1. All that does is the lipstick around the edges here, as I like to call it. And then we'll make sure the insides are painted. That will be region 1. And this will be region 5, 6, 4, 2, 3. It's unpaintable. It's already painted, maybe. Maybe I gotta paint it from the top. Who knows? Yeah, what a mess this is on the inside, eh, guys? The hoops I jump through in order to get things painted, built the way that I want them. It's pretty elaborate. There's a lot of hoop jumping, to be honest with you. Alright. Let's just get it all done. Anything I see that's unpainted, let's just get some paint on it, and we'll come through and we'll fix it later if it doesn't need to be. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's go ahead and put in... Yeah! How about that? Right? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, now what we're gonna do is... lipstick. I don't know why I keep calling it that. It's the only thing that seems like the right descriptor for it. Okay, now is this one gonna stay completely red? They're all supposed to be red, but I wonder if we want to add some hint of color detail up top. Like if we did one of these. Okay. Alright, and then let's break out a little light color of some kind. Which one's in this one? Tan. We'll just try a little touch. Yeah. Just a hint, right? We could do this one other place if need be. And then we could always change the shape of these if we wanted, say, these to look rounded and stand out a little more. I'll show you guys that. Right? The only one that'll stay black... Oh, there is no black one. Okay, so that's more of a ledge. I like the perfectly round one. Just sits right on top like a little bevel. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-huh. Just a hint of detail. And I think what we're going to need is a hint of detail down here too. So, why is that showing that color? I need to go back. Pardon me, guys. Looks great. The whole thing. It would be great if I could get these last pieces to go in and close up these little gaps. Get an accent to sit on top of this wall. Maybe they don't crisscross. You know, maybe you got to make the choice which one you're gonna use and whatever. Because they don't seem to want to cross over in here, right? Once I have one down, I won't be able to get another one that goes against it. So let's just do that. Okay. All right. Now, what we see in our design is windows that come through here, roughly in line with this. We see 1, 2, 3 little windows that are technically a little bit smaller than that one, but I don't know how we would accomplish that. We could do... Here, let's type this in. Window, and we'll go into the keep department. Crafting, and I think we could do the same size, most likely, is our best bet. If we wanted to, we could do this one. We're going to need to fill in the rest with other walls. I think we just go back to this. Now, we're going to want triangles. We're going to want tall... Okay. Whoops. Pardon me, I always do that. Sorry, let's do this one. Okay, so in line with that, that would mean remove this. Remove this. And we're going to have 3, so that means... You know what? Let's make them lower. I'm going to go with 1, 2, and 3. And here I'll put that in, right? You know what? We'll do 3. You know what? Let's do 2 or 4 because 3 isn't going to work for us. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And what we're going to do on the inside, in order to create the same effect we have here, I'm kind of going for, I don't want light to emit from these. I'm going for like a dead sort of feel. Just because these are not things designed for emitting light for the outside. Actually, most of a whole medieval town would be completely dark, right? So we just want these to be there, be decorative, but not change anything dramatic about our design. So let's get this in. 1, 2, oh, region 5, sorry, and not region 1. You could always paint these darker if you wanted the inside to look really dark. Okay. Saw a little glitching in here. I wonder how I should close that off. Yeah. This is kind of a mess inside here. I'm just trying to make it look cleaner from the inside, but I don't think it's gonna... Like I said, I spend too much time on things that nobody's ever gonna look at the details of. Much more efficient builders out there in the world of Ark. Don't come to me for pure efficiency, probably. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Sort of cleans the view up a little bit for us. Yeah, close enough for me. Okay. So those are our first 2 towers we put in. Today we have come through and added... Where did this come from? I hope I didn't need that. I can't have needed that. Oh, I remember this piece. This was infuriating yesterday. Oh, it worked! Just take advantage of it while it works. Alright. Close enough. I just don't want it to look ugly. Good. Got some sunset light on it. Let's go ahead and grab the lipstick painter thing. The one with brick in it. Go. Psht, psht, done. Okay, we've now got 1, 2, 3. Close enough. The bevel. God, this is a lot of time spent on a small detail. Where do we go from here? Well, let's take a minute and we'll catch up on the details. Billy, thank you. Red Dragon. My friend William Winslow, moderator for us, dropping a British pound my way. Thank you. Crossbow sniper bolt holes. Yes. Okay, interesting. TJ. Oh, well, lots of chat, guys. Thank you for continuing chatting. Well, hello. Let me catch up. Okay. Hi, Jayla. Hello, Zen. Welcome back. Evening to the Bob Ross of Ark. Hello, Billy. And hey, Errant Shimmer. Dynamic. Yeah, lots of hellos around. Everybody greeting each other. Smack that like button. Yes, do it. And famous last words there. It's not a problem. Crossbow snipe bolt holes. Yep. I think we all have to rig up a zipper system. Small sharp electrical sting every time there's a comment or the sound. Hey, listen! Yeah. Yeah, that's why Dynamic was around, because I get lost in the chat. Looks like I missed a pretty big chunk of the stream. You did, but you've not missed half of it. Yeah, I don't know how long we'll go today. I did 3.5 hours on the yesterday's stream. Good to see everybody. Should never look at the inside of a masterpiece. Yeah, don't. There's a mess in there. Hi, TJ. Good to see you back. You have a broken leg child. Oh, that's no good. I keep seeing the crossbow sniper bolt holes. We do have a small arrow slit design, but I don't know if it'll give us the look we need for this part. We'll do it in somewhere where it's effective. Hello, Enya. Enyo. Welcome to the stream. 37 watching live. Great job, me. Alright. So we need to, guys, we really need to dig into a meatier part of this build, and I'm avoiding it, okay? So this is where we're at. We need this section. Once we have this section, there's no stopping. Then we have to do this, then we have to do this, then we have to do this, then we have to do that. It's not going to be, that's like a whole day's work right there, this section. Whoosh. Whoosh, how can we get this in place without knowing where this is going to go? Look at the angles that are coming off here. Those are nightmarish for us. I wonder if we should... let me hit this. I wonder if we should take a look at a different picture. This one. Will that get us anywhere? That will not get us anywhere either, guys. I don't know where to go from here. I'm scared to continue. I'm scared to continue. Because the job is so big from here on out. Whoosh. Okay. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. I just... Okay. Okay. You just keep saying okay. That'll get you there. Alright, morning time. We're up top. Let's do some busy work. Okay, so we know that this is going to taper in somewhere down here, so let's put our big old building pieces up here. That's the right height and everything. Bite-sized chunks. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, Billy. Go with the bite-sized chunks. Don't get too connected to anything. Just keep going. See how it comes out. Keep biting off chunks. Bite. I see, but that's the thing. I see some chunks that are little meaty coming up. I see some very meaty chunks coming. Now that didn't sound so appealing, but trust me, it isn't. Let's get our spiky bits. Spiked maculations, I think they're called. Whoosh. These are beautiful for cornering. They look really nice as they go around the corners because everything's made to overlap. All right, we're making progress, guys. I'm intimidated to do the big stuff, but each of the big things will get done in time, obviously, as we continue this charade that I call Building Evolved, the creative building series, the greatest building series in the history of Ark on YouTube, if you ask me. Who's better? Probably several other people. Aaron, GG Fizz, lots of people are very good at building in this game. Skillful, eminently skillful. I'm always so impressed at some of the stuff that comes out of other people. I think I've got these great ideas, and then I see what other people come up with, and I'm like, ooh, wow, you can do that? Honestly, there's a fellow with speed builds named Sven that convinced me I can take on big castles. For a day or two, I was like, yeah, I'll do speed builds, and then I realized, oh right, it takes me 24 hours of work to build something this big. Because I'm into these little nibbledy details, right? So you can't really operate on that kind of a time scale. and turn it into a video. You can't really speed up 24 hours into one, otherwise it's very difficult to watch. So I don't know how that fella does it, to be honest. Aaron Longstaff, great. Yeah, that's true. I'm fun to listen to, I think. Maybe not. But I'm not boring to listen to. I know that. I know I can kind of keep my blab going. For a long time, Aaron didn't even talk. You hadn't even seen his face. So it was hard. Honestly, that was a conversation we had before I think he even started doing live streams and was just on videos. I think we talked about, you show your face, people get to know you. They get connected to you. You make them listen to your voice. They know you. They get connected to you. But then there's a downside to that. You can't just be this anonymous great builder. You kind of have to go, oh, this is who I am. This is my face. This is my life. Here's my children. Here's where I live. So if you want to, you could just avoid putting your face and your name in videos. Maybe that Sven guy's never even shown it. Sven P, whatever his name is, with all the amazing Ark builds that he's got going on. That's a choice. I'm never going to show my face. I'm never going to show this. And then, oof, makes life simpler in a lot of ways. We've got some funky old snap points, don't we? How? How'd I do that? How did I do this? Oh, I see. No, I do not. I do not yet understand what I did. And somewhere in here, there's some funkiness happening. Oh, I know. Is it because this is supposed to be made out of triangles over here? It is. Okay, so let's just do this then. And let's not let the whole thing get spoiled. We'll just have to add a few foundations at the bottom here, guys. Oh, I don't need more, do I? Maybe. Let's give ourselves a chance to taper, because we do have a taper on that corner. So, that would mean... Hey! Okay, let's just leave some of this. This is a bit of a mess. And I don't think I need to go out this far. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so... that's something. There are a lot of angles going on, guys. And I need to kind of get a good grasp on them. Honestly, it makes sense for me to think about doing some of this throne room last. Okay, so what we know, we have an edge here, right? See this edge? We have that edge. That's here. That's here. So this edge is something I can work with while leaving the middle sort of semi-unfinished. We've also got that point out there that we intend to work towards. And then right here. Okay, so this is my wall as it comes in. I think this bit of wall is maybe going to be visible. There's a chance that... how far back do you think we go along this wall? And where does it line up? You know, it almost looks like... this stuff comes out kind of far. That, So let's take a look at this picture, guys. All of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, are all a foundation apart, and there's 8 rows. They're probably 2 foundations apart, to be honest with you. And then it's going to be an upward angle. I don't know if I can create this angle. I don't know what pieces exist to kind of create this whoop arch connection. But I think this is going to be one wide. And it's probably going to go all the way from all the way down without changing shape a lot. There's so much to work out here, guys. It's kind of a crucial point in the design. This big thing out here, I don't know. I thought that was going to be there, but maybe that is going to simply be out here. Right? And maybe the towers that I build come down and close off this gap. I wonder if both these towers here would be in free space. I don't have a good overhead view. I've got this, which gives you an idea. So if that's 1, 2. So let's imagine we're 1. An angle. Then another 2. Yeah. These are hexagon shapes in order to make my roof look like this. And these are straight. So why don't we then... Let's finish off this. Let's grab a couple foundations. And of course I put away the square ceilings that we need. Good job, me. Alright. So, there is an archway that is going to come directly in the middle of this line. So do we have... If it sat here, let's find a... Let's put this in. How tall are you? And let's go back to this picture. Whoosh. So that archway. See that? Let's go with the large. I'll try putting it. That's going to be the best we can do in terms of that shape. Whoosh. I don't think I can make it go all the way up and down like so without the use of pillars and some real trickery. So we are going to want something like that, and then that kind of, we would have to come off on an angle. Let's just start, and we can always take it back, right? Let's just start, and like I said, you can always take it back. 1. Alright, let's put these big archways on. Maybe, you know, one thing we could do, guys, if you wanted to, is we could do double archways. Arch. Right here. That doesn't work right, does it? You'd have to stack them. Does that just go right on top without breaking? No, I didn't think so. I think we would be better off, you know, trying to find a snap point for it that was part way. You know, something like that. That still doesn't look right, does it? That will only look right if we pillar the corners, and even then it won't look right. So, but there is a snap point somewhere in. It would have to be this one, which doesn't give us much of anything. See that? That doesn't connect them. This does. But then we end up having to go up constantly. And we end up having to do this. And this, which isn't giving us the real aesthetic that we wanted, right? Whoosh. So there is a way to do this. There is another way to do this that I'm not thinking of right now. Okay, I got it. So let's do, for now, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This is supposed to be 1, 2, 8. Now, if I were to do this, I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. No, there's not a great way to do this. There's one way to do it that will work for me. If my walls are wider, if these sections are 3 wide instead of 2 wide, but see that double arch? That's interesting. So this looks like the width of one wall, honestly. This arch that fits in here. And so in order to get that, I mean, there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it with a pillar. Not with this one, though. Unless, if I do that... We're just testing some things out here, guys. We're trying to see if we can... This is the part where, you know, I could spend the next 20 minutes, hour, 2 hours on this chunk of wall. So I don't think this is going to work the way we want. Let's go back to the vanilla pillars, because they have some unique snap points and ones that you guys all probably know. So let's put this on slot 3, 1. So now we'd have a snap point there. Okay. Okay, now if I do this, and this, and this. Nope. If I do this instead. Okay, so we'd have to lower the level of this. I'd have to find the snap point that works. So I wonder if I can do one off the bottom instead. Not easily. Yeah, there you go. So that's what you'd need. Okay, on it. I'm on it, guys. This, and then I get a half snap. Weird. Okay, there's a way to do it. I just haven't pulled it off yet. Okay, 1, 2. Now from here, I can go 1 and 2, and 2. Okay, now that is where you would build your arch off of. Ah, that's not perfect either. Oh, because it's not. You know what? This little bit of detail, those little archy bits of detail might not be worth doing, to be honest. Because this will be a lot of fiddling in order to make this work. Look at all this crap, right? So let's see, we can add it in after. We'll do it in post. Right? I'm using 2x3 walls. How many walls high is the castle gonna be? Yeah, probably. I'm using big old walls. Oh, Tyler, I don't know what my favorite creature is. Speed probably takes a lot of time off camera. I guess, yeah. Tons of time off camera. I tried it earlier this week. Last week, I tried a design. The castle I showed early on in my streaming endeavors here. So there's a way I can picture doing it where I can just nudge it out ever so slightly. But how will I create an arch? So let's just try something, okay, guys? Okay, so that means I can remove this? Yes, it does. What if we did 1, 2, and then... it's the opposite of this that I need. See how I'm just slightly behind? Okay, watch now. Nope. That's not centered, though. Let's go back here. Okay, guys, there's a beautiful snap point that we have that we could really do a detail thing for. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so now we have that, and we also have a triangle ceiling, 8. We have that, and we have this. So, this might not be perfect. This might not be perfect, but let's imagine a big archway. Yeah, this thing. I wonder if this is a look that would be good. Nope. You know what I really need is a way to continue these downward. Either that, or we're going to have to go in with multiple pieces to achieve an effect. So to get that arch, to get anything resembling an arch, the only way I've figured out how to do it is with the modular, which is this one, and this works pretty smoothly. So we could do something to this effect. Ready? Right, that's the only way I've figured out how to do it. So that would mean we don't need this. And instead our wall sits just slightly behind, but maintaining this. I just worked some magic to make this happen. I don't know if I could work that magic again. Okay. I just worked some magic to create that, and I didn't know if it's worth it. Okay, let's keep experimenting, and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, guys, we'll try and tidy this up even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not terrible. I think what we might even want to do is bring it lower. So imagine instead we did 1. Something like this. Okay, and then... Nope, sorry. That's the only way to do it. So now we have something that vaguely resembles it. We're too high up here, so I would need... you can get your building pieces together, sir. I would need this, and then I would need to create a bit of a mess on the interior in order to make this happen. Same thing here. One. So you see what we've done here, guys. Could I recreate this? Yeah, who knows? Let's go up here. And you know what? Let's do this real quick. This is gonna tie in well with everything else we've built. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then beautiful. Okay, this might have been worth the effort. Whether this can continue around the outside of my throne room is another question entirely. Just fill this gap. Tidy up this hole, please. Okay, let's go over here then. Ceilings make things so difficult sometimes. Or pillars do, in particular. And then now you can come back and finish the job. Right? Oh. I kind of want it to start right here instead. I can remove... How much of this can I remove? I believe all of it. 1, 2... No. Okay. Okay, that's why. Okay, I understand. What I would like, I think, is for my pillars to start somewhere around here. Oh, but that's going to mess up my view. It's going to mess up how this looks to the outside, I bet. Yeah. So the only way to fix that now is to add some kind of accent. You know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's go 1. And our pillars will go up past where we want them to go. Okay, so right here. Right here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then arch. We'll just recreate what we just did, guys, because I messed it up. Okay. Okay. Whoops. We'll have to live with this. This is better than I thought I could do, given the challenge. I knew it was possible to get this, but just a tricky situation. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll have to figure out how to turn the corner and keep all of these snap points going. That I'm not certain of, because now I'm going to run into some trouble trying to do an outer corner, aren't I? Maybe not. Maybe we can just do this. We'll see. Okay. Okay. This is something. You can do a lot with triangles if you let yourself get creative. Okay. 1. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I got it. This is supposed to be a double arch going this way. Can I... Am I going to want to do that? It's already double wide. Okay, well, let's not make any commitments too soon. I think what we should do is maybe this, and this. And then a little railing thing up there. Okay, we'll see if this is sustainable. This building technique that I've got going on here, guys. It's weird, but it's giving us the look that we want. Certainly, we've got that. I wonder, let's try doubling this then. Let's try, because then that would be more of 1, 2. Okay. Oh, that's different. Is that the same? That is the same. Okay, so pillar takes care of itself. And we're gonna try putting a wooden railing painted to match up there, if I can finagle it. So we've got building pieces within building pieces. These are built off triangulars. So rather than coming through here, let's do more triangulars. 1 and 2. So at the bottom we did triangulars. At the top we did straights. So this is the line. Where is this coming from? I'm gonna have to remove that. They really, if you're having snap point possibilities, it's guaranteed a pillar that's screwing with you. It always seems to be. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to be doing. That's probably what we're going to be doing. Now, the corner, there's a whole beefiness to the corner that I don't know how I'm going to want to create. Like a whole... especially now that I've got these fricked up pillars in the way. So there's that. This is the most interesting snap point I've got. That's symmetric. Let's just do a little test, guys, to see how this would look. Oh, it makes these pillars totally obsolete, probably. Because these beefy bits end up becoming the foundation upon which the big spires are built eventually, the ones that line the whole top and sides of the throne room, these things. This is but this needs to be rotated. To be honest, this needs to hover something like this, be a straight line. I need to rotate this 90 degrees without sitting it on top of one of these pillars. That isn't really what I'm looking for. Because I probably don't have the same snap point here if I need it. We're gonna have to turn a corner with this. It's gonna be a bit of a mess, this next segment. So maybe we just remove this for now. I miss the old round building pieces that used to be a part of this mod. Okay, alright guys, well how are we doing? We are 41 watching live, which is close to the top. The known world map, Shrikar. She plays it, you've got this, thank you very much. I sometimes combine the arches with the pillars, yes, I'm on it. Double doors, bonjour to the amazingly talented builder who inspires me quite often. And hello, minion. Yeah. Alright, let's stop and have a swig of water. I already got coffee in my life earlier, so I don't have coffee for today. Are we 2 hours in? That's no progress for 2 hours. That is no... If that's how long it is, let me figure that out. Yeah, over 2 hours. What have I accomplished? Nothing. Nothing. Ugh. Nothing at all has been accomplished. That's what we're going for. That's what I have. The arches... Am I adult? The arches seem to come higher than the wall. So all this is wrong. What I need is something... I need to fix it and have them go up like this. Right? So that would mean... Yeah. Okay. Right, I know what I need to do then. You built off here, right? Alright, now we try again. Does that look right? Or a little bit lower? A little bit lower. So let's... Boom. Boom. Let's put a 1/3 times 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And up here, I'm going to need this whole section to go higher. I'm going to need everything back behind it. Let's try. What do you break? Don't break things for me. This. Oh! Oh, I guess all that snapped only downwards. Oh, I've got to remember that. Okay. I think we're probably going to raise all of this. So let's remove. I don't know how this is staying in place after... Yeah, that's what I thought should happen. Okay. How did I get this? How did I get this snap point? Like this? Yeah, okay. So I did some real trickery. Let's go 8. Nope, sorry. Hold on, guys. Okay, let me fix what has happened so far, and put this in, and we need a little high piece. Come on, 4 like that. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Okay, and then we're gonna come down with the pillar. Like so. Alright. Surely I'm using this snap point, right? Does that mess up my look? Yes, it does. Definitely. Alright, we're moving though. It's just not it's just not grand visual progress. I just don't have the snap point below that I need to fix this. Okay, so let's just use these. What is happening? This is not being built properly. Alright, slow and steady, guys. Jeez, I'm having real trouble. One, it's because you gotta come out like this. Like this. Alright, can I get the big building pieces to go in here? Not the biggest, but some of the big ones. How do I get this set of snap points? It comes from 1 and then a 2. I remember it comes off like that, right? And we just end up creating a Sorry guys, give me a minute. What I've created is quite convoluted. In order to redo it, I want to maintain all these weird snap points I've put in and remember how I got them. So I think that meant I now have to go one of these on the outside, and I need to make sure it is supported and connected to something. I know I can put a triangle in here, and that's totally connected. So then if I go 1, 2, I think that does it. So then I can replace these. Instead of this, I can now do this. Like that. And now I get my fat outer snap point, the one that we're going to put our... yep. Okay, that's it. Perfect. Alright, and that's the only thing keeping the pillars up now, so let's get our pillars all the way connected to the top so that we can break out these lower ceilings. Okay, so that should allow me to break out these ceilings. Don't break, and don't, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now I can build down from above. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll get some daylight back here in a sec, guys. Morning. So these aren't meant to work like this. These are meant to be part of a 3-way arch, but they seem to do what you need them to do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is remove this, this, and this, and we're going to replace that with a bunch of walls. So let's just do... Let's just do 1, 2. Ooh, yeah. See, that's the trickery we're doing, guys. 1, 2. Nope. Alright. Let's get a feel for that. Pretty close. Pretty close to what we're going for, I think, guys. Now, there would be some kind of, like I said, some kind of fat corner piece that would. I guess I'd just have to pick which line it was in and maybe do something like put it right on top of that. Boom. Put one right here. Whoops, let's try this. Do something like this for those fat corner pieces. This one going to be on an angle? This one's going to be in line with the rest of those. So that's how that would work. And that's how this would work. Come on. Behave yourself. God, these look pretty from above, don't they? Those look great, those things we created yesterday. This one, not so much. That little part of a tower that I've built there. Okay, so now we would have to continue this methodology around the corner, and I would have to do what I managed to do in the last one, which is 1, 2, and then a 1, and a 2. Yes. Okay. So we've got the back section, which ends up being quite wide. Okay, so I guess I need to expand my support down here. Alright. I'm just trying to maintain this feel I've got. So that's one set of snap points. The pillar is going to give us what we need. That continues out. We need to make a turn with this, so that the front becomes the back. Is that how I did it last time? Okay, let's remove this for the moment. It's driving me nuts, and I can't remove that one. So, yeah, the front becomes the back. Right? But at the same time, I have this. So I have both a set of snap points up top, which is kind of what I need. That will make life easier if I can do this. Okay, so that's where an arch will go, right? That's where pillars will start. So right on the corner. Right on the corner. I figured it out. I think I know how how I'm building this now. All right. All right. Beautiful. Oh, that doesn't matter. And let's build our wall that goes in behind. This is a fun design, guys. This is really me playing with a bunch of... I knew that once I got into this building, there's kind of an unlimited series of angles and widths and things like that I could put together. So this is going to go like that. Hopefully, I can hang down from it one of these. You know what? I'd take that. I'd take this. And we're going to put this up. Oh, my phone is vibrating. I just have to make sure that's not important. My mom giving me a call. She's upstairs, probably doing an insane amount of gardening today. Hi, Shade. Good to see you. Yes, I'm glad you missed it. I'm back. I'm doing my best. Yeah, these are trying times, indeed. Trying times. Okay. Right. So if this is the shape that we're going with, then we need to continue all of this nonsense along. So this goes 1, 2. Oh, okay. Where are we getting our support from? Let's just do one of these. Actually, you know what we could do? We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and then this. Let's just put a foundation under here just to be safe. The inside lowest part of this castle is never going to look very pretty, so let's not worry about trying to make it such. If we just do that and that, we will now have deep foundation support that should allow us to keep building off of here. So okay, let's continue. We're moving. We've started on the base of this thing now. I'm gonna leave the top for some day when I'm feeling bolder, but if we can continue this, we can at least continue working on reconstructing this image I've been working off of. That gives us all this detail. Okay. And I'm not sure how far down this is going to have to go, but we might as well slap one more in. Come on. Don't toy with me. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, give me this snap point that I need. Oh, it's the pillar again. Classic. There, I saw it. We just need to snap to this corner here, this wall. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Ooh, yes, there. Okay. So, then we now know it's another element of making turns. Like so. Like so. Like so. Ooh, maybe we need to continue this down in our line of support across. So let's do that. Can I ghost inside? Let's go. We could get rid of these rocks, but I've just left them in place in case we're able to make a useful use of them. A useful use, not just a use, but a useful use. Good talk job. Okay, let's do a little backup. I guess we should fill in more down here. I don't know that we're gonna ever need all this. You know. You guys, in Canada we call them Muskoka chairs, Muskoka, but in the UK they're called Adirondack chairs. I built 2 of those with my mom today. They're kind of that classic cottaging chair. I don't know how you would how you would reference them if you lived in the States or elsewhere, if they have different names, maybe other than Adirondack and Muskoka. But we call them Muskokas here, because that's a big cottage country region. Anyway, we built 2 of those. It was fun. I don't know. Do I even want this to continue? Probably not. What am I doing? Too far. Too far indeed. Okay, let's get an idea of what would happen. How do these 2 parts meet? So it looks like this will go all the way down. We have an image that actually does that for us. Yeah, so the central pillar looks to me like there will be a central... Let's go all the way down from here then. Let's pretend that there is a wall that comes down from up above. Ooh, that was perfect, wasn't it? Okay, I'm getting lost in this. This is so difficult to do the way I want it to do. It doesn't behave like I want it to, ever. Settle for what you can get. That's how I do when I cut my dog's hair. He's such a fusser, mother fusser, that I go, I'll take what he gives me. If he doesn't want to get his hair cut too close, too bad. I've learned to negotiate with him. All right. Let's just use these for the moment, because we get a lot of little bits to fill in here that are not full double wall height. And like I said, big old foundational mess going on down here. Okay. Like I said, the inside is never going to look pretty. Let's just make sure we got the foundation support we need. Are you not going to go together? Yes, you are. Okay, that should do it. That should do it. Can always come through and add more detail later, but what we want to get in are the essentials. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. We got to take these all the way down then, if this is the plan, at least for the moment. Almost all of these need continuation then. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick this last one up without removing some stuff. It's tantalizingly close. I saw it. There. Okay, and that closes off this ugly corner, if any of this should ever become visible. Alright, and now this. Alright guys, we're making progress. I certainly have a little bit more time in me. My energy is high. I just gotta get to the point where I start feeling guilty that my mom's still working outside and I'm not. That's usually my cutoff. I go like, okay, that's enough hours of lifting heavy things by yourself. I'll be out. But if I, there's nothing I can do to prevent it. She just goes like a workhorse. That's what you do for you. At this point, guys, I'm 36. When you're 36 with your parents, you're like, let me, please, let me. My turn. You're like, you got something difficult to do? Ask me. I will do it. It's like a reverse of the parenting instinct where you're like, okay, listen, you're getting old. You're going to hurt yourself. Let me. I'm still young. Let me hurt myself. I broke a shovel in half yesterday, guys, doing some landscaping. I went face first into a big pile of boats down about 10 feet. Didn't hurt myself at all. One of those miraculous moments where you're like, how am I fine right now? How am I not hurt from what I did? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's take a step back and see what we have created. So we have, let's imagine then, this one sits right on top. So the one that sits right on top is this one. So we have a single, then a double, then another double. Single, then a double, then another double. Right? What is under the window? One of these or a pillar? I think a pillar is in line with that window. Okay, so it seems to me there would be that the peak of this, that the window is going to end up wanting to be in line with right, one dips in behind the other. So if I do this technique, oh, that's the same? How is that the same? No, I need this now, right? Yeah. Doesn't really matter which pieces you use, guys. It's all about getting the angles you want. I had some crazy dreams last night, guys. They've been hitting me like just insanity lately. I don't know why. When your dreams just step up a notch and you start every night having some epic adventure of a dream. We're gonna remove some stuff and try and make our life a little cleaner here. These triangles don't snap as well. Okay, so we are going to need, this is the outer. And this is the inner. So the inner is going to extend further. This is not right. Now we come through and we go 7s. 1, 2, 1, 2 with a this and this. Okay, and then behind that we're gonna have walls that look like this. Ooh, don't make a mess. You go here, and then you are going to perfectly come into line over here. Does that work? That is so nice and tidy. I love how that looks. Alright, let's keep taking this down. Once I get down there, I'll create the snap points we need to build back up using the heftier pieces. Not what I wanted. Alright, I think I need the standard wall. Okay, let's just grab some regular walls. Well, I feel like this has been since I started this bit. I feel much more confident about the day's work. But I also realize this is a big this is a big thing we're undertaking. Okay. No jokes involved here. Ooh, that's so weird. The height? That's so weird. I think that's it. Whoa. Something happened. Alright, I can feel my brain slowing down though. I know that. So we need one here. If you prefer. 1, 2. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I don't even know what you are. Or what you are. Damn sneaky foundation. In line with this. Like so, right? Yeah. It's good to tie these extra little bits of support in because I am doing some really funky stuff. You would hate to see a big chunk of building collapse or whatever because of my poor workmanship, whatever the expression is. Okay, I think an important thing is this, then this, then this. No. The important thing is that. Right? It's a brilliant layout that I've got up here. It's kind of cool. It's a really unique little shape that we've managed to engineer, and that's kind of honestly if I have a strength in this kind of work, it's oh, I've got a really funky. Maybe I can start at the bottom. I've got a really funky way of doing things so that, you know, we come up with shapes that nobody else knows how to even make. It's like a trade secret. That's not right either, is it? You know what? We're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. It'll drive me nuts. Most of this stuff I can forget about, but let's drop down. And what I need, I thought, why would that not? I need it to be facing the other way. So one sec, guys. Let's try this then. just... I understand how this works. I'm not even sure I could explain it, though. Okay. This'll do it. When that sticks out, dang it. Okay, let me figure out how to do this properly, guys. I'm sure I'm just missing something. I must need a square ceiling to come off here. Or to come off here. The ceilings get really overlapped on the top of this. So, maybe once I start it, I can remove this. Let's try that as an alternative. You see what I mean? I need it to face this way. I need it to be in line with this rather than that. So, keep trying the ceiling. Oh, no! Crap. Okay, that's easy to fix. It's just, oh, come on. This is a problem with the way that I'm building this. I was just explaining how cool it is, but... Alright. How did that work? I don't know, and I don't care. There's gonna be no denying it now. Okay, we'll figure it out in a sec, guys. Oh, not what I wanted. Okay. What the heck is giving me so much trouble? That's no problem. Now that that's in place, let's just run it down. And hopefully I don't have to redo this whole thing here in a minute. That's alright, we're on it. Hello Gortana, welcome to the stream. Hello On Q, welcome back. Old codgers think they are strong, as durable as they were in youth middle age. Yeah, that's a good point. That's the argument we're having. It's hard to look after your parents. Or hard to switch that mindset to go, but especially if you still need looking after. My mom's always got my back, always looking out for me. So I certainly can't claim to be the looker-outer. Let's run it all the way to the frickin' ground. It's frustrating. Well, there's no removing this now, it seems. There we go. It's a mess down here, I understand. Oh, there. Come on. Come on. Any second. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just... I'm just trying to make sure I'm stable down here. Even if it involves creating messes. Okay, now let's try going to the top. Hopefully I don't have to redo stuff. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, and if we go here, and here, and here. That's not what I needed. Right? I just gotta make sure I don't mess up the angles as we go. No, that's not how you do it. Yeesh. We've still got a decent project ahead of us. It's like we're barely starting. Oh, that isn't what I need. I need... Good job, me. Okay. Yeah, if I messed this up at this point, I'd kick myself. So let's get an idea of where we are in the design. How and where can I insert this pillar? Beautiful. Let's take it to the base. And I don't think we'll need to go down this far. I think we'll figure out a way to not have the throne room have a 40-story basement. Which is what it's looking like right now. It should be attached to like royal quarters, probably. I don't know what the layout of the Red Keep is like on the inside. Does that mean it's 2:23 already? Oh boy. Okay, that means our stream is now... Do you really think you should build a new porch, Dad? They tell you to saw it off. Jayla, that sounds just like my dad. Yeah. Okay, well, 40 watching live. That's about as good as we've done. I think we're working on the Red Keep of King's Landing. It's a slow and steady process. What you see out there is a potential high point that we will build to. I don't know for sure, excuse me, that we're going to go all the way out there. And we have this reference image that we've been working off of. So I think what we have here in this center, you know what, we should really, excuse my burps, guys. We should really, oh, I tried to take this corner. Why did I do that? It's not corner time yet. It's this. Well, come on, don't do that to me now. I'm gonna end up breaking something I can't fix. Even this, I don't need any of this back here right now. This is just messing me up. So what we have to build out one. There's a thing right here, isn't there? Let's wait for stuff to evaporate. I know we're gonna go here, but we gotta get our triangle babies in before that. This isn't supposed to be here. Okay. More. think that's where it stops, but we'll see. And then let's just put these in real quick. Okay, and then another single square. 1, 2. Down from that, we're gonna do our third wall. So that's 2/3 of a wall. Under that, we've got boom and boom. And if I can come down here and create a foundation that comes off of this, I might already have one underground. I do. But let's just build another one. Let's just go here. And here. And that'll help. Is that it? That's it. And that'll help us build up with these mega walls. That's our backdrop. And the snap points are fantastic, guys. I'm excited to see the kind of stuff you come up with when you dive into this mod. Especially the Patreon community, because I know how many great builders there are out there in the geeks world. Okay, we need a new pillar. Ooh, that's getting bright. Yeah. Alright, guys. Progress well underway. How long of a stream do you want, in general? I know Saturday's probably the day to go longest, because it's good timing for everybody around the world in the morning. But in general, guys, how long do you want? Most of the time during the week, I'm going to stick to like 2 and a bit. But while we're doing projects like this, I think this has to go. I don't think this needs to be here. I can't remember when and why we built this. I don't even know. Okay, so let's back up now. Take a look at our reference image. So we got 1, 2 towers going in. Now, the throne room is not as wide as I'm making it. I'm making it really big. Because if you look, the middle is pretty close to the edge here. And the middle would be this. So it would be like if I figured out how to build, build down off this or this, create a new snap point and go down from here, right? That's what this is the middle, I believe, of the throne room shape. Woof. Okay. So we have come over quite a bit from where we started then, if that's the case. Alright. We're gonna need to start closing off things down here again, which I had done at one point, but we opened back up. There's so many snap points at this point. Oh, that was perfect. Or not. Or I do. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. Like that. Slow and steady, guys. We're getting there. That. If I can find the right one, done. Okay, Almost done. Done. That's pretty smooth. That means we should go in and add this detailing in this little segment here. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll go... And we need... Oh, not this detail. We want the detail from this side. So it doesn't even have the frieze. It's just a third wall with a Merlon on top, which is easy. Okay. I wonder how we should time things out from here, guys. Where we should go, because the thing that I've been building is it's when all is said and done, it's going to be a little bit of a mess. 1, 2, and 3. Do I need one more? Or maybe... Okay, that's probably as smooth as that's ever going to get. Okay, let's look at the space that we have here now. That's kind of cool. We need to do a substantial amount of painting eventually. So let's look at our shape. I think I need to put a sharper angle on this part right here, because this is in a perfect 90 degree to that. So unless I want this to be my centerpiece, I want to adjust everything, because now my throne room is going to be massive. It's going to be massive if we do it like this, right? The whole thing's making me wonder if I've overexpanded everything by doing these too wide. I mean, I could take a bunch of this down and kind of rebuild. Because let's take a look at the size of the throne room. It's big, and the bottom is big, but compared to this little thing, I guess we wanna squash and shrink down the size of what we're looking at here. Let's try a little project here. Let's go railing. We're going to use this piece, I think. The Villager 1/3 rail. And we're going to try putting those along the top of this. There's not a good way to navigate corners. This is probably our best bet. Once you get it in place, it seems to just bring back the same one you had last time with the clicking, even if they're not connected. So it's a pretty efficient little system here. And so... Okay, and then let's try some painting. And maybe we won't get a whole lot farther than this in today's stream, guys. Let's go here. Alright, let's just do a little work here. I feel like this is going to be fine. If not, we can end up stepping outside the box and finding a different type of railing. What a beauty. What a beauty we're working on. I feel good about our massive project. Another little bit of progress towards the goal. I guess I always think things are going to be easier than they are with Ark building projects, even in creative mode. You know? Because this is a challenge. This is one of the bigger challenges, I think, that I can remember having taken on. Probably the biggest thing I've ever taken on. And I'm hoping once we get it done, I can dedicate a bunch of time to even more detail work, you know? Okay, let's just spend a little time doing painting, guys. Yeah, it's slow and steady. You know, that's the cool thing, guys, about the internet and our little, not just Ark Survival Evolved, but, you know, the geeks community is we represent a wide age range. If you think you're the youngest person watching now, say hi in chat, tell us how old you are. If you think you're the oldest person watching now, click in chat and tell us how old you are. I think most of the geeks know who's elder statesman amongst them. So I don't know if there'll be debate. I don't know who knows if we know who the oldest is and if they're happy to reveal it. But we've had a little talk about what it's like with your parents during all this. For me, I'm 36, guys. Haven't lived at home since I was 19, but COVID, my job shut down, so did my mom's. My brother, who was my roommate, his job did not shut down. So I moved to my mom's place while the lockdown continues. Lucky to live in Canada in this sense. Canada is doing I think a really good job making sure that this support and stimulus money gets to people. I notice it's frustrating watching how things are going in the US and seeing all this money that's going towards stock market and all kinds of stuff, which I know is an indicator of how the economy is doing, but it's like if you're dumping all your money into the stock market instead of sending, everyday people a check to get through this chaos, because most people, I think before this, there was a study that said most Americans, and the deal's probably the same in Canada, could not survive a single $1,000 emergency. It might be less. It might have been like a $700 emergency. They just do not have the capacity to weather the storm of a, say, $700 car repair or whatever, right? We just don't have it in us. We're too strapped for cash. Everybody's living on the edge. That's kind of what it's like in North America. Maybe a little different in Europe, but Canada's no different than the States in that. And then you tell a bunch of people like me, oh, you're just not working anymore. In Canada, they kind of have rolled out the it started as a support package, but they're rolling out the sort of first look at a UBI, which is Universal Basic Income. It's an idea of everybody gets a little bit of cash every month. If you don't work, right? And it's looking forward to the future where jobs get replaced by not aliens. What was I going to say? Aliens, by robots, by AI, right? Like let's say the whole Uber driver industry. The Uber drivers are a stopgap until they can just have cars that drive themselves, right? As soon as they can have cars that drive themselves, they won't need you, right? They won't need you as the driver. If you're a waiter, think about going on with this pandemic. Imagine if you can start ordering your food in a restaurant and never talk to a waiter, and there's just a little tablet at your table, and that's where you put your order in, and if you need help, you press a little call button. The whole industries could change with AI, let alone the pandemic. So it's like the whole idea of universal basic income is let's have a safety net for as the world changes, and it's changing rapidly, right? So Canada seems to be rolling out a sort of a first look version of that. Now at the moment you have to have lost your job to be eligible. If you are unemployed, you're not eligible. So I don't know how that works. Luckily for me, I had a job when this all went down, and I'm covered. But it's called this CERB, Canadian Emergency Response Benefit, $2,000 a month. So that'll get you through. That was my goal on my Patreon for years of going, if I can make $2,000 a month from YouTube, I'll quit my job. And I think I didn't until I was around 2,400 or something, but that's not a lot of money in modern day terms, but it's enough to pay your bills and get by if you live a simple life. But Canada's working on that. They're really looking out for people right now, and I like that. Now, sure, we'll have some economic stuff to clean up, but it's very different than the US right now. They're just printing money and dumping it into the stock market to keep things afloat. And so if you've got money in the stock market, just beware. It's not like a healthy person. If the stock market were a person, it's like a person on a sugar high right now. That's kind of what's going on in the States, and they just keep pumping more sugar into the veins, going, let's keep it afloat, let's keep it going, let's give it all the signals it needs so people keep being confident and keep buying and all that kind of stuff, right? But the stock market, the whole thing is owned by like 1% of the population owns 99% of the stock market, roughly. So it's not like regular people are invested heavily in the stock market. It's almost pretty much a place for rich people to put their money, right? Most of you guys don't have gigantic portfolios, and what you do have, it's like what the bank recommended as safe, which even in this chaos goes down. So even the safe investments aren't safe in this time and place. So anyway, working towards a UBI in Canada, Universal Basic, which is a neat concept. I'd like to see it implemented. It would be very cool for folks like me too, because if you have something like that in place and you are able to, if you have something like that in place and you are able to take someone like me who say earns on that at the beginning, and I get the universal basic income as I make more money being self-employed as a YouTuber, which I couldn't have done without the support that I'm getting right now, then I'd be in big trouble if the government wasn't helping us out at all. That would be chaos for us. So, ooh, there's a weird little glitch right here. Look at this. Weird. Anyway, interesting times. I'm building King's Landing. What a monster of a build. Interesting. Have you done this part yet? Wicked Truth? That's cool. That seems exhausting. 2 months income savings is pretty normal. Yep. And UBI is going to be a necessity in the next decade or so. More jobs being outsourced. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because there was a guy in the U.S. primaries, Yang, who was running on a UBI platform. That was his whole thing. I don't want to undo what we've built now, guys, so. But that means I have a lot left to do. Alright, so that's the beginning. We've got another chunk done. As time goes by, I'm hating these pillars more and more. I think they look so crap. Maybe there's a way I can do this that... Nope. We live with them. We live with those pillars. That's how they look. Right? It's not bad. It's not bad. I kind of hate it. And what is this weird little light glitch down here? Oh, I remember this. Silly concept. Silly idea. What do y'all think? So you can see what we're doing up here. The reason that these corners, yours looks way different than ours, went a post Game of Thrones build, reimagining of it, but similar. Okay, interesting. So these bits I'm going to have to install. This is where the this is going to come into play, where I go one and one and this, and then we'll build down from that. So just to give you a little taste. Now, I'll probably make it more detailed than that, but that one's going to be in line. This next one is going to be turned. So if we go up like this, and you posted pics in Discord of your King's Landing project. I will check those out at some point today, a little bit later on. Somebody send them my way, so I don't forget to check them out. Right? So this is how we're going to look. These are going to go up from here, even higher, right? And there will be another one at this angle, probably. Okay. I watched... It's a love-or-hate movie. I watched Inception with my mom last night, 2 nights ago, guys. And it was a little convoluted for her. She was like, is this really the plot? Is this really how this works? A dream inside a dream inside a dream? And then one guy's dreams come and chase him through the other dream. Anyway, I thought brilliant movie. I like it. Nice. So, if this is the corner, then what we'll have here, guys, is there will be a place on this corner. Specifically, not that. Specifically, if I do this. And put one here. And here. And this. We'll be able to decorate these up a little bit, I think, guys. Make them less boring than they are now. Let's do it. It might be silly to put this in place now, but it's an easy takedown. It's not a big commitment. Alright. So that would mean now, this is kind of what we're creating, guys. It looks to me like this one in the center, if there was one in the center, would... is this my center? Yeah. Okay, so if there was one in the center, it would just come up and stop, whereas the ones on either side would go up. So, I wonder... That's what I was saying about maybe I make this the center. And I just try and start on the other side and meet myself in the middle, instead of trying to go all the way around the outside. Westminster Parliament planning to reinstate a pay freeze for hospital personnel. That's interesting. UK are very prepared to clap for nurses, doctors, and carers, etc., but they do not appear to be so eager to force employers and politicians to pay them more. Oh, okay. Right, clap for them. Clap for people. So what we have here, we have this right here. If I take this off this angle, which I could do, and I could move it over to this angle, it would not be in line with this, which I guess it technically isn't. What I need is, this is the middle. Let's look at this from one other angle. Okay? Yeah, there's a dead one in the middle. Direct center. So I need to have a... So we do need to rework this a little. I don't know why those stayed standing. I thought they would definitely break. Like that. We're just using the one-click finger button. And I'll have to rework this a little bit, guys, so that I have a clear front. And I think this, instead of being on this point, we're going to rotate the whole thing. We're going to... I'll show you. Let's just keep at it a little bit longer. We'll put this here. Let's do it quick and dirty. Let's get it in here. That's blinding. Good lord. Okay. Yep, beautiful. It's not perfectly centered like we would want it. Alright. Now, some of what's behind me will probably come out. Alright. Now it cuts into our little archways, but how'd I do that? I don't know. I don't know. We don't need to go all the way down, do we? Is that just overkill? Okay. So now, there would be one on an angle. So somewhere in here, I would have to change the angles so that that side matches this side. So that this right here is my very center. So why don't we do that? I hate to say it, guys, because this took a little bit of time, but... What are you even attached to now? May I ask? Oh. Shows my buildings are more sturdy than I thought. That'll do it. It's like Minecraft. Honestly, the way that those come down, it's like gravel in Minecraft when you... Alright, let's just run this to the bottom. Details can be added in post. Right? One. Speaking of messes, there's the one I want. That'll make my life a little simpler and secure. Okay. Alright, so what I'm thinking now, guys, is I take the angles that we did here, and I figure out how, instead of going all the way around, figure out how to start on this side again. So it will probably be something like 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just, oh, right. Let's see, this is the same set of snap points, isn't it? Let's see. If it's not, don't worry. No, it is. Let's get a feel for this then. Okay. Right? That's what we want. Okay. This is something. Okay. So what was our width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that brings you to the outer. 6 takes you to the outer. Okay. So it would be 1, 2. I won't be able to do it, will I? 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one. Let's pull this out. I know that this is meaningless, so let's simplify our lives a little. This is my favorite thing ever. Finger cannon, so useful. I'm sure there's something in creative mode that does it, but this is the main reason I still have Ark Commander constantly functioning. Push, push, push. Get destroyed, get destroyed, get destroyed. Okay. And that was the outer. Okay. That's beautiful. I'm wondering now, how much do we continue? Now that I'm rolling. We're rolling. So this is the thing I wanted. It's just exactly perfect. This is gonna go in like this, go in like this, and it's gonna just clean the whole thing up. It's gonna centralize. It's going to give a focal point for the front of the building, and this is the snap point from which the big glass window that you've seen in the reference image is going to be in line with. So when this thing's done, it's going to be my opus, magnum opus. For now, it's just going to be the best thing I've built for now. But I don't usually do projects like this. I don't usually go, hey, let's be live for a whole 2 weeks and let's bring a monster to life. I haven't done that much. I always like to slow down, make videos. Show little details constantly. That is never going to go in there, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Patience is a virtue. It's another one of my mom's sayings. It's from a poem, I believe. Patience is a virtue. I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't think it's the Bible. Who says patience is a virtue? Okay, I think that's what we wanted. Okay, so we would want, eventually, we would want this very angle here. I don't know how you get that at this point, though, without coming all the way from the other side and creating all my double angles. So I think this is probably a good spot to call it for the day, guys. I have, obviously, a lot more I could do. Nope. Yeah, I'm itching. I've been sitting for quite a session here, guys, so we'll probably step out, call it a day. We got this. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. I wonder if it's better from the inside. Yep. Okay. Let's take another step back at our big image. I think we're on to something. We've got this one and this one. So what we've done today is create this. We're going to have to do something very similar as we approach the inside of this. But I think we've done good work today, guys. We added quite a bit. We finished off some of this section. We added this little tower, these two little non-window windows, these little arrow slit things. We built up the initial shape of this, and I now know how to go forward. I think I should not leave it a day, because we did some really tricky stuff. We basically have double thickness walls that we've added here, so that there is a wall here, and in front of it is another wall with an archway. So we did that by having triangles and squares going around each other in a way where if you sort of let's do this real quick so we don't break anything. So we can have, if you notice in here, I can have snap points. So if I build off like here, I can't even show you at this point, but we made some funky snap points. So it's the same way you could do this, right? See how these all don't quite line up with each other properly? This one is going to come out and be just past it, but that's not the snap point we need. That's not it. We would have to put... Hey, come on, let's behave. Triangle here? Is that it? Something like this. Anyway, guys, well, I'll pick up where we left off last time. I'm pretty sure I remember how to create this, the essence of this, and we've had a good day. Got a lot done. Remove these, this, yeah. And so that'll be the shape of it. We're going to come out the same way we did on this one, like so. We're going to figure out how to turn the corner. I think here, let me see if I can get these snap points figured out before we go. So I think it was And then this is the outer bit. Yeah, so here's how simple it is. This is the outer bit. So here's how simple it is. You just need a wall, any wall, that will snap here, back, and then in from it at the bottom, we can now do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And so now if we did, I've put away all my most useful building pieces, haven't I? Okay. If we did this thing that we were creating over and over again, let's see, I just do this real quick so you can get the idea of the archway technique. Then in behind that, we can do, we can do this. So it's just a line of triangles instead of squares. You get 3 wide instead of a 2 wide, and we figure out how to, and then the next time round, this becomes the outside or whatever. So maybe that's the next angle comes off like this, and then you put a triangle, say up here, and now we have the opposite. So now we have 1, 2. I'd need to set up my foundations and stuff, but now I have a wall that runs back here, and down here I have what I have what I need for. How you gonna do? Hey, do me dirty like this? Okay, like so. Like so, right? And then you can have your archway come drop down. I gotta set up foundation support. I gotta kind of clean up where we left off, but that's the beginning of it. And I feel good. These are gonna arch back. Somewhere just back from here is gonna be a new shape, and on it will be this stuff, the actual glass throne room, this extension to the throne room, and we'll have to build up all this shape. We'll have to build up all these little spires. I don't know how we'll do those exactly, but we'll kind of figure something out that doesn't look too silly. I think that's good. I'm gonna call it a day on this, guys. Let's go stand down here. Yeah, you can begin to see it, right? Imagine those go up and they arch back to a big tall throne room in line with this one. This one stops there. In line with that is a big vertical window, a big arched kind of roof on top. You've got those pillarette things that'll go up. Like, those will probably just have to be little thin pillars. That's probably the only way we're going to be able to do it. But we've got lots of options, guys. It's going to be fun. I think I see 3 or 4 ways to make this kind of come together. And then after this has got a rough shape to it, then we can start working our way around it, right? But for now, yeah, that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it. We've created, we're well into the progress of creating this. So as for the next stream, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be. I think I'm definitely taking tomorrow off, so maybe Monday in the early afternoon, something like that. That would be lovely. For the 43 of you watching, thank you so much. You're fantastic people. Yeah, over the next little while, if you can see it in your heart to find a buck or two to throw towards the channel, the next time you tune into a stream, it goes a very long way during this chaos. I'm hopefully getting back to my life as a full-time YouTuber before the COVID emergency Canadian response money runs out and I have to go back to being a waiter and or unemployed. It would be very cool to go back just part-time waiter and then be able to do this with you guys on a regular basis again. But I know I haven't been doing that for long, so I understand if you save your support for somebody who needs it more, because by all means there are all those people out there. There's so many better places to put it. But if you got it in you for a buck or two, drop it in a super chat, drop it in a PayPal, become a patron, whatever, and pretty soon we'll have a Patreon server set up where we run this map, we run this mod, and there will be the whole community building and working on ideas like this one, hopefully smaller than this one, because this is a monster of an idea. Look at that big old moon back there. Anyway, this is going to be a great project, guys. I'm going to keep it going over the next little while. Got lots of fun stuff in mind, and I thank you all for watching. I'm going to go spend some afternoon helping out my mom, doing some work around the house. Very nice to be home. enjoy it while I'm here. All right, guys, thank you. I will see you maybe Monday. So have a great afternoon. Oh, and thank you to Zed earlier for that super chat, and to Billy. A couple of super chats came through. That makes a huge difference. You guys make my day. It's beautiful. And yeah, just need one or two of those in a stream, and it makes it all worthwhile, guys. So thank you so much.